Especially there's a beef between Lil Kim and Carisha, aka Young Miami from City Girls. I just saw this on this new YouTuber, which I'm gonna put it on the as an image, so so she can get credit for reporting this. But it's on my timeline as well on YouTube. So let me give you my input. So I heard through the grapevine that Lil Kim and Diddy did get along this way before the allegations came out and our confirmation of the allegations, okay? Because people been saying that Diddy was zesty, and also they said he been doing some, some warehouse satanic rituals to have sex in the industry. I just watched a video of Usher when he was 14, because I'm about the same age as Usher. Born 79, he born 78. When he was talking to Oprah when the Serena Williams, no, Venus was on there, and some other child star back in '94. Oh, that was long ago. Oh, Jesus, I was coming out of middle school to high school, and yeah, I'm old. Be 46 soon, in 3 months. The truth is, him and Oprah was debating about the locations. His parents went to Atlanta. He was youth choir at church in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and stuff like that. Okay, well, they met Clyde Davis and Diddy at Let's Face Records. Yeah, that's L.A. Reid and Babyface Records. We know what goes on. And we know that Diddy is allegedly, we do believe that it's Clyde's sex boy. Sex slave boy. And here's his sex slave master, race play or whatever, satanic warfare, satanic rituals, and all that stuff. Okay, I do believe that's true. So that's how Usher got famous. Because we know that Usher was staying with Diddy. We know that during the whole debate about who killed Tupac or Biggie, we saw the second documentary back in 2017 when Biggie's mom sued LAPD for $400 million. They started bumping him out, and then they started admitting that the other prosecutor who died, the other investigator, he listed fabricated stories. The white one that was supposing what happened to Diddy, he said he passed away. I think they killed him. You know what I'm talking about? And so the LAPD, then one of the Crips that Diddy was affiliated with before Tupac's murder, admitted that was his Cadillac, and Usher had scratched it when Usher was 14, 15, or 13 years old doing that song back in '94. Okay, so So let me get to so Lil Kim and Diddy don't get along. So I heard the grapevine. Okay, she's supposed some things about Diddy. And so they said, look, that Young Miami didn't speak. Now they said Diddy told her to speak Lil Kim or something, but I'm assuming that Diddy told Carisha. See, let me tell y'all something. So Carisha, she claims she loved the golden shower. Piss on you, piss on you, piss on. Okay, not to mention my stalker is connected with Chris Stokes, and Chris Stokes' friend R. Kelly. I had a beef with him back in 2019 and later I got evicted. Okay, so we know Diddy, they friend. Okay, y'all see the connections? So she claims she loved the golden shower. Why did Sparkle's niece get golden shower at a young age? Rashonda, and for the Cause group. Okay. Elwood's not her last name. That's her mama maiden last name. I forgot her name. Y'all know Rashonda. She 40 years old. Baby, you grown now. You're not a little girl on that tape no more. We know who you are. We know you are kids victims, okay? But what they were doing to P, and shout out to Lovey, Leila Lynn, not Leila Lynn, Leila Lynn, yeah, whatever her name is on YouTube. She's supposed to R. Kelly in the book. There's Little Freaks is into voodoo, okay? And so when you're doing voodoo rituals, you use body fluids and a satanic or Wicca or whatever occult practice. So Carisha not only was getting some sex out of Diddy, but he was urinating on her. That was her warehouse deal. Let me explain. I love to repeat myself because there's people on here who know warehouse deal. Go to the former Saint Zachary King, okay? And Zachary King would mention that when he was a Santana Wizard, he used to give out tier 2 cards to those who would become stars in Hollywood or Hollywood, LA. And he would ask the questions, are you willing to give your soul to Satan? And you willing to sleep with anyone? And the people would say, I'm not going to sleep with a child, I'm not going to sleep with an animal, I'm not going to sleep with my own family, I'm not going to sleep with this grown man of the same sex. And it's like, okay, I can't talk to you. But if you agree to do all the above, you had a warehouse deal and you have sex, whatever they tell you to have sex. You gonna sleep with the animal. You gonna sleep with. I'll be honest with you. This is a satanic ritual. You sleep with it. You give yourself to Satan, and next thing you a pop star. You famous. You big. Okay. So let's go relate to another story with Chris Brown and Rihanna. Shout out to Jag Alright exposing this. Read about Chris Brown and Rihanna got into it because allegedly she gave him an STD that she got from Jay-Z. And we know, leave it alone. Okay, it was about Rihanna. I'm sorry, because we had to take out exposed back in 2006. They denied it. No, Beyonce was mad about Rihanna. 6 million gold. Yeah, she was talking about Rihanna. Okay, and Rihanna better turn 18 that year. Oops. I don't want Jay-Z coming after me. I'm not Tony Buzz people. We know the tea, okay? So those are warehouse deals. Okay, you hang around Marina Abramovich, and what's the other witch? The French woman from France. She met a part white, part Mexican dude named Rick Owens. Yeah, Rick Owens not football. He mixed. He's 60-some years old. His wife is 80. She has some black paint on her fingers. Michelle LeMay. Michelle LeMay is a witch, a satanic witch. What's it called? Allegedly, probably it's true. The high priestess. We see Erykah Badu and Usher going, and Young Miami's friend who broke up with the City Girls. JT just made made a meeting with the demonic entities in Hollywood here. Okay. We know, but she already dating a satanic man named Lucifer. Yeah, and now Lucifer going to some medical problems, probably some manifestation back, karma for messing with Satan. But anyway, as I'm saying, so Carisha already did her warehouse deal, got urinated on by Diddy. He put the golden shower spell on her. And she's getting, of course, her pussy taught English and Spanish and French, but the PD too. Be next. The PD too, PDDP did too, along with satanic rituals, and now she getting the satanic blessing, aka curses, from Satan, because she willingly went with this warehouse deal. And so Diddy probably told her, don't talk to Lil' Kim, because we had bad business. She spoke some tea on me in the past. I'm trying to find an interview with her exposing Diddy, okay? You know what I'm saying? This is after Naked Truth and all that other stuff, okay? So, cause you remember Gia Mafia did her dirty. I had the Naked Truth app. I had the Walmart version, and the rest of the song was edited itself a shut up bitch. Like the other customers was edited about 2005 when I was in Job Corps 20 years ago. Okay, I bought it at Walmart. But Shut Up Bitch was on the thing. Shut Up Bitch. Okay, that's my favorite song. Shut Up Bitch. You baby, that's I played that CD in Job Corps because it was some enemies of mine. And I was like, shut up, bitch. Okay, that's my song, baby. Baby, I love me some Shut Up Bitch by Lil' Kim. So Diddy probably told Carisha, shut up, bitch. You better not talk to her. We already had issues, so when Lil' Kim tried to speak to her, it's my speculation. She didn't say that because she was obeying Diddy. And Diddy felt embarrassed and said, oh, you know what, you should speak to her what I tell you to do. You know what I'm saying? You better do what I say, bitch. Anime eat the cake. No offense to Tina Turner. It was like anime eat the cake. So exactly. And she just scared what I'm trying to do, everything you do, Daddy Diddy. I'm trying to do everything right because I don't want to get in trouble with you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why she speak to Lil' Kim, because she probably was told by her dark-skinned mix master. Who is this person here walking with red on? Hold on. Oh, it's one of the workers. Okay. I don't know who it is. Oh, good morning. Yeah, so Diddy, she said to Diddy, because I didn't know who that was, scared the heck out of me. I'm doing this recording for YouTube views so we can go ahead and talk about gossip and celebrity gossip. But Diddy, she said, Diddy, yeah, I'm just doing what you. So that's the reason why she did what she's supposed to do, because she didn't want to get in trouble with Diddy, because Diddy told her, don't talk to Lil' Kim, don't talk to anybody in the industry I don't talk to and 58 with anymore. Okay, but Jim Moss did her dirty, did Lil Kim dirty. And I remember Lil C's and the Latino guy that's in that group, that is an essay. Yeah, he's Puerto Rican, not Mexican, they call him essay. Essay and Lil C's, Crush on You, him. They bashed Lil Kim. I remember watching this back 2006. They made fun of her song, Put Your Lights Up, talking about doing some deleting. Sound like they're trying to making jokes about deleting Lil Kim, like killing. I gotta go back because it's been years since I saw the video. But now, if I'm mistaken, that's what it sounded like they were saying. So put your lighters up, yeah, okay. That's my song too, but I like the Shut Bitch. Shut Bitch is my favorite song. Shut Up, but Naked Truth, I listen to the whole album, baby. Baby, I love me some Lil Kim, okay? So, but see, y'all talking about, oh, she's beneath Lil Kim. She above Lil Kim. No, Lil Kim wasn't for Lil Kim. You wouldn't have Young Miami. I'm 79 birth, baby. I'm Generation X. Wasn't for Lil Kim. Y'all little youngins don't know what y'all talking about, okay? Wasn't for Lil Kim doing the raunchy, sex ratchet stuff. And actually Madonna. Even though Madonna's not really a rapper, she's a singer. But she put it out there for female artists to be sexual, okay? You know what I'm saying? She was the main, Madonna's, you said she's a white woman, but she was the main one who put it out there. Of course, it was Millie Jackson before her. Millie Jackson was not mainstream. It was Vandy Six and Apollonia Six and Mary Jane Girls and others, but no, their music was Charlia. Madonna was the one that went from good girl to bad girl and pushed the envelopes to be overly sexual and saying that we can do that. So Lil Kim came in, and Lil Kim even said that that's one of her role models is Madonna. So, yes, Millie Jackson as a brother, I'm not going, and you identify as multiracial down the family tree because I have multiracial background, and many people African are multiracial, but I'm going to mention Millie Jackson as well. A problem is they did not promote Millie Jackson. She was too vulgar in the 80s before, and she had to go on tour and make money, not sell records, because she wasn't selling records as much because of her vulgarity. But Madonna was the one who pushed that envelope to be overly sexual. Then the rap game, yes, you had hoes with attitudes, HWA that was on the Eazy-E's label, but they was too overly sexual. MTV, BT, and VH1 would not put them. The first time I ever heard hoes with attitude, HWA, was on Montel Williams' show. Okay? Yeah, see, y'all know about hoes with attitude. Y'all sure don't know about HWA. It was called Hoes. Go look them up. Hoes with attitudes. Way before Lil Kim, it was hoes with attitude. Okay? Baby Girl, Jazz, and what's the bright one in there? It was Baby Girl, Jazz. They were all cousins. Then somebody had the other cousin with real light skinned chick. She come in there and do it. But Baby Girl about camera skin like me. She had a blonde perm in her hair. She's a fine. Baby Girl fine. She sure was. Baby Girl, she was fine. Jazz by Michael, she had light brown hair. The higher chick, I forgot what's her name. She was on Montel. Then you had their cousin. She was on the show, but she had long hair, light skin, racial big. She come in and rap with them too. So they was all, they were under Eazy-E. See, Montel Williams didn't mention that. We found out it was under Ruthless Records. It was called Hoes. Like they had NWA, niggas with attitude. They had hoes with attitude. Mm-hmm. And everybody say hoes with attitude. So you young people don't know about that rap stuff. Y'all ain't shut up talking about that. Look, I'm not bashing Young Miami, but wasn't for hoes with attitude, Madonna, okay? Lil Kim, Dina Howard, you wouldn't have these women in rap industry or music, period, being overly sexual, okay? Thank you. Yes, you had your Vandy Six. Yes, you had your Apollonia Six and Mary Jane Girls, but they were still controlled by men, and they still controlled by men to this day as well. And then you had some who didn't really want to do, like Vandy, God rest her soul, Denise Matthew Smith. She didn't want to do that sex. She was forced by Prince. You know, Prince is a good artist and he died garbage soul, but he was a mean ass too. Okay, I'm sorry, no offense to Prince fans. I'm a Prince fan too, but let's call it like it is. He was mean too behind the scene. He told Vandy she had a bird that called himself Vagina Six. So I'm gonna educate y'all while we're talking about this gossip. And all three of the women in Vandy Six, Vandy said they were not gonna be called Vagina Six. So it was called Vandy because she was the female reflection of Prince. Okay, so in six was three women, and you count each breast is six. Now you see what I'm talking about. Now that's kind of scary. Cause like some six, it kind of reminds me of three. Exactly, it does remind me of three. You probably some satanic stuff. Prince became Jehovah's Witness later on, but he probably been some satanic stuff too. Baby, he probably was into it, and so was Eazy. He allegedly was playing Ouija board. Why you think Bones and her Ouija? Are you with me? Okay, yeah, he was into satanic stuff too. We were all connected with Jerry Heller, the devil of hip hop. Shout out to Chicano brother who rapped, who one of the first Hispanic. Well, he wasn't the first Hispanic rapper, but on the Mexican side, he had the Puerto Ricans. On the Mexican side, you had Kid Frost. Frost. This for Raza. He was for Ruther Records too. He was Easy E. Easy E was the one that gave the mic to this Mexican American brother. Okay, and he called Jerry Heller the devil of hip hop. We talking about Suge Knight. No, he was talking about Jerry Heller. And Jerry Heller, you could tell that man was probably a Satanist. Probably a Saint like Clyde Davis, allegedly, Don Tomato, Jim Ivan. So they're promoting death, gangster rap about death. Okay, so I'm just saying like, well, we talking about some spiritual stuff and some truth and some tea up here, right? Okay, but y'all Miami, y'all Miami, y'all. I'm not bashing. I love me the hell y'all Miami, but she's not above Little Kim. Little Kim wasn't for Little Kim in her 3-6 Mafia. And yeah, we know that preacher said that 3-6 Mafia represents 66 in Biggie's clique, okay? And we all know that Biggie was under not LaFace Records with Bad Boy. LaFace and Bad Boy were under Clyde Davis. You know, did his slave boy, slave master, okay, sex slave master, we believe, And we know that Biggie had before he got killed, I do believe that was manifest for him to get killed, because he had, due to not besides this beef with the West Coast rappers, but particular, but he about to have a code line called 666, and that actually represent Dream Mafia, and Lil Kid was in Dream Mafia was 66. So I'm gonna let you know it's a lot of demonic demetry. Yep. Yes. So and Lil Kim was playing the Jezebel. No offense, I love Lil Kim, but she did play the Jezebel role, and it wasn't for her entry. Besides Dina Howard, and then the pop world, the music world in general, Madonna, you wouldn't have these women overly sexual, talking about sex and being nasty. You wouldn't have that. Okay, but I'm always gonna say it was hoes with attitude and Madonna, okay, and Dina Howard in the '90s before Lil Kim. Yeah, Foxy Brown doing it too. Foxy Brown was sexual, but she was also underage. No offense to Jay-Z, okay, but I'm just calling her like it is, okay. But Lil Kim was the one who made it okay for women to be overly sexual. Even though HWA, Hoes with Attitude, was there, their music did not get mainstream success because it was too vulgar. MTV would not play music, BET would not play music, and so VH1, so they had to go underground. And like I said, my first time hearing about Hoes with Attitude was on Montel Williams' show. And I was coming from 8th grade class, and I heard, and I taped them, but the tape is gone because my stuff got sold in storage and stuff. But I had the tape of Hoes with Attitude. Okay, you funky, you funky asshole. They made a song, Whodini song. They changed it. I'm a hoe with an attitude. I'm a hoe. You know I'm a hoe. And I remember with an attitude. Lick it. Ah, lick it. I remember this song, 14 song. And she said, ooh, You funky. You funky ass. So they had to block.